This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars when people in war. Second Ezra 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar in the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Ba'ashem, in the name of Mashiach, Yahweh Shai. Those are their true names in the ancient biblical Hebrew, the Lashon Kodash, the whole tongue. I say shalom to the elders, wa Akib, wa Akwaf, and I say shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out from it's called elpresentania.com, if I pronounced that right. As of February of the 13th, 2024, and it reads, Senegal cuts internet service, amending tensions, protests over election delay. It says from Dhaka, as of February 13th, the EFE Senegal authorities on Tuesday suspended mobile internet service, amending the opposition's call for large-scale protests in the countries against the postponement of the presidential elections. President Macky Sall announced earlier this month a nearly 10-month delay to the presidential elections, originally scheduled for late February, triggering violent protests across the country this month. The mobile internet service suspended Tuesday, February 13th. The country's communication minister, Mosala Bakal Tamim, said in a statement, the decision was made due to the demystification of the social media and several subservient HATE message that have already incite violence and demonstrations resulting in deaths and significant material damage in the country, he said. Mobile operators were required to comply with the government directives, the minister emphasized. This marks the second internet shutdown this month, amiding the escalating political tensions following a 2-day suspension last week. The decision comes after opposition calls for a massive protest on Tuesday across the country against President Sall's unexpected decision, which has plunged the country in a political crisis. It says hundreds of people turned out despite protest organizers canceling the demonstration in order to comply with a government ban on rallies. Isolated incidents were reported, with tires being burnt while police fired tear gas to disperse a group of young people. Some opposition candidates also used the day to campaign in the streets of the capital, ignoring the postponement of the elections. On February 3rd, President Sall announced the indefinite postponement of the polls from February 25th until December the 15th. 2 days later, the country's parliament passed a legislation endorsing the president's decision to delay the elections. It says President Sall's decision, who was completed his 2 constitutional terms and should leave the presidency on April the 2nd, has been met with violent protests, including clashes with police across the country. At least 3 protesters has been killed in the demonstration so far, the EFE reports. Second Ezra 15 verse 16. Second Ezra 15 verse 16, and it reads, For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Go up a verse. Second Ezra 15 verse 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in hands. Second Ezra 15 and verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying of this recent news article. as it says again as of February the 13th, 2024, and it reads, Senegal cuts internet service amiding tensions, protests over election delay. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Bokakadash. In the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach Yahushua. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashwan Kadash, the whole tongue. And until next time, I will say Shalom.